just like this artistry shit. I don't know, something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put together documentary, man. YouTube video essay, something, buddy. Yo, it's something type shit. Okay, cool. Okay, we got Sean C next. Facts. We got Sean C next. Facts. Let me just do the right scene right quick. Drake's Iceman problem. Drake's Iceman problem. Yeah, 20 hours ago. Let's see what you think about this one, buddy. What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about?
Cool. But I will read the article. Because there was an article sent with it, but I didn't click on that link, so I'm going to have to type it in myself. Why? Drake breaks down his Iceman live streams. Yep. I've been dying for a challenge. Okay, please challenge me then. In a rare interview, Drake and Dream Kuru's, I wish I knew how to pronounce your names, bro. It's all good. They put together...
Wait, Drake did an interview? Golly, okay. Drake doing interviews is getting pretty rare, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Especially these days, you feel me? So... yeah, like, I'm really surprised the fact that this guy actually did an interview. Okay, cool. Go on, brother.
A series of Iceman live streams, obviously. Nearly 2 decades into his career, he's done it all. Long. Elaborate rollouts with multiple singles and videos, magazine cover promo, release night, sit-downs with Zane Lowe, surprise drops. By now, it's starting to feel a little stale to him. But he's bored with traditional album rollouts. I mean, I've never felt like Drake has ever made album rollouts feel like insanely exciting. I guess the only one that I was really surprised by or really anticipating was probably Certified Lover Boy, and that's generally because of how much it references his old music and when he was in his prime and when the music from Drake was really at its peak and he was his most hungry. That's probably the one that I was anticipating the most, and beyond that or before that, it would have been his response to Pusha T on the Story of Adidas with what is that album called? Scorpion. That's what we were waiting on. At least me personally, that's what I was waiting on.
Facts.
A response. I also really liked the reception of Views when it came out in 2016. But I don't really think it was like a fun or intentional like design. I think at the time Drake was hot. And maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I felt like, you know, he was just hot and everybody needed him to drop an album. I never felt like Drake intentionally put that much effort into his album rollouts. So this is unique.
Yeah, I was actually about to add that fact, the fact that I don't think Drake puts that much what can I say, bro? Like the efforts that he puts, it's about just what he's going through, whether it's like some conflict that he's going through, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably just like ride that wave or maybe respond to some shit that's been said about him, you know what I mean? But knowing the fact that he's about to drop something, you know, he knows that responding to that will get the attention up to a level where it's enough for him to drop the album, and just does that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and obviously Drake being Drake, something is said about the nigga every day. So you know what I mean? Like his strategy of rollout, you know, I feel like has been just to respond to whatever hate is going on. You know what I'm saying? Or just like seeing him on some sort of, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, remember when he whipped out his Johnson and shit like that? Wasn't like some music dropped after that? Like some no face type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's rollout plans are like very unorthodox. You feel me? They've been very unorthodox for a very long time now. So, you know.
Unique to see the whole live stream shit. I just think it's been done in a really sloppy way. I was asked by a creative.
I feel like this is the first kind of rollout where we get some structure from Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what I'm saying is there's a clear theme to, you know, the type of content that he's dropping. You know what I'm saying? With the music is coming out with some content. You see what I'm saying? So, and the theme around that whole thing. There's some sort of structure around it this time. It's not like something that just, you know, has the internet crashing and then right after that we get some music. You feel what I'm saying? It's really thought out. Like, that's what it's giving to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know what it's giving to you guys.
Partner, what I love and hate about rolling out an album. He says, I expressed that I love the opportunity for a clean slate of thoughts and excitement and messaging when it comes to the music. What I hate is the redundancy of the formulaic approach that's been ingrained into our brains from early label days. Single video, album cover post, etc. This would probably hit me better if he had ushered in this new unique way of dropping music before he just did this live stream video single within it, you know, I'm coming with an album soon approach. But sure, I guess, you know, you want to do something different, but the music isn't necessarily different is, I guess, my biggest concern. When you
I don't think that's you know, the headspace that he's at, bro, where he's like, yo, I want my music to be as different as my rollouts now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the whole rollout thing is, he's just adapting to how the landscape of media is going at things. You know what I'm saying? The kind of content that they're consuming, the kind of industries that are emerging, like the streaming industry. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a bunch of streamers and shit like that. And he just wanted to have the visual effect of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the move was necessarily about changing or transforming the sonics, bruh. I'm saying, just probably just the visual representation of his image, bro, like his brand. You see him on stream-esque type visuals. I think that's just what he wants to ingrain in people's heads, for real, you know.
You package something, or when you're delivering a new product, I feel like not only should the packaging look different, but so should the thing inside of the package.
For real?
You can't give people the same, you know, meal just like kind of on a different plate and think that.
But well, that depends on the intention of the you know, the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's not necessarily about changing what's inside. It is about changing just the package. You know what I'm saying? Based off of just like, maybe you just want to reach a different market. Same taste though. You know what I'm saying? Same whatever is inside, but you want to reach a different market because you believe in that market there's like a certain demographic, certain audience that could be into what you gotta offer. You know what I'm saying? Without changing the taste, because, you know, you may believe they don't even know the taste. You know what I'm saying? I'm just changing the packaging so that I could at least first reach the niggas. You know what I mean?
It's like revolutionary or that different. It's really my biggest critique of what Drake is saying right now. So when it came to the rollout for the ninth studio album, he wanted to try something new, a series of theatrical live streams on YouTube where he could debut new singles, build up a storyline around the project before it drops. Been dying to act, and I've been dying for a new challenge. The game is extremely calm seas right now. Nobody's rocking any boat on the water. And so once we discussed the live stream rollout, it sounded like the perfect mix of risk and reward to me.
Okay.
I would probably respect this a lot more. Like a lot more if he didn't already drop that collab album with Party Next Door.
Right. Wait, what does some sexy sleepy songs for you got to do with this though?
I would probably respect this way more. Because when the raps don't hit, Drake tends to go to the singing approach.
Okay, cool. So the the singing shit, it just be a cop out. You know what I'm saying?
R&B,
like as in like he's just creatively blocked in terms of the rap, so he just falls back on the singing type shit.
Centric, lover boy, backseat. Tried and true formula that he knows a lot of his fans love, and he knows is inoffensive enough to get him into the top charts, without him having to take too many risks musically. So I would respect this more if you didn't do that album and then you came out with something like this and were like, you know what, I'm gonna see what the people think. I'm gonna put it out in this fashion and in this.
Like as in came out with something like this, like fresh out the conflict, the beef.
It's light, and we just gonna see what happens. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is somehow making the seas not calm if we're looking at everything else in the marketplace right now. I would actually say the biggest, and you're not gonna like my response or my answer, but I would probably say the biggest wave or musical drop this year might have been from Young Thug, and that's primarily because of
biggest,
all the
what you mean the biggest
controversy,
if not gonna nigga
around the album.
Oh yeah, the controversy. Okay, cool. I see.
He had a lot to say, a lot to prove.
That made it big.
A lot of people were looking for his response.
The sales,
Realistically,
though.
like everything that came with everything that he was saying, he had the perfect intro to drop what could have been one of his best records all time. Is Cardi and Clips. I mean, Cardi, I wouldn't necessarily say his is more so built off of anticipation. Yeah. Cardi is not, I feel like, intentionally rolling things out. And if you do consider that a rollout, he's been rolling out IM music since 2024, early 2024, I'm pretty sure. And it's been a joy to watch, but it's been kind of sloppy. But the album itself is still fun. It's still nice to listen to, obviously. Yeah. With Clips, sure, they probably had the best rollout, best marketing, best approach, best everything. But I wouldn't necessarily,
like in terms of the cleanness,
necessarily say their rollout was risky. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Like they definitely had the best album, video, single, you know what I'm saying, type vibe. But I wouldn't say that that's like a new formula for them, or not like a new formula for an artist. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would probably give it to Young Thug. Realistically, like to me, I feel like he would have had the best.
Nah, but then now if we talking about like now, you know, having to have the smoke around your name, or you know, the controversy around your name, and like what, man, come on, bro, like how Young Thug's hype train came through, like dog, it's all for like some defamatory type action, self-defamatory type action, and we all know like what it was, right? So it wasn't like, I wouldn't look at that and be like, yeah, like I want my shit to come out like that, like off of like some shit where I gotta be embarrassed first, or I gotta defame myself off of my own, you know, actions. Yes, what came out to be, you know, what came out in the light, you know what I'm saying, was something that just had a big ass splash. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that's contradictory to me. You feel me? Like, so I can't respect that kind of rollout, dog. You feel me? And on top of that, like, it was just too controversial, bro. Now, if we tryna have something where it's like, it's clean, it still sounds good, you know what I'm saying? But it's like different, you know what I'm saying? Man, like the Iceman thing, what I give Iceman props for is you know, how he innovated the way not only he himself has been rolling shit out, but how the game could also like benefit in rolling things out. You know what I'm saying? It's through taking advantage of the streaming scene, you know what I mean? Of which a whole lot of rappers have been tapping into that world, getting on, you know, streamers, platforms, and things like that, announcing new albums and all that kind of things. But like how Drake has done it is really, it stands out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just you know, just normally just walking up into somebody's stream and, you know, yeah, let me experience this stream, let me talk about, you know, my life updates, oh, what's up, chat, this, that, and the third. But like, yo, this resembles an IRL stream that I myself as Drake am doing. You know what I'm saying? This resembles what these guys that are taking over the scene are doing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a version of like an Iceman clip where he does maybe a desktop stream or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this is cool. It's different. It's, you know, it's refreshing. And I guess like that's what, you know, that's what gets me interested, is like the breath of fresh air type energy that it has about it.
Approach. And he started it off what? He was trying to do podcasts first to explain himself. Like, it was a lot.
With Bobby Helfhoff.
It was a lot that he could have done to make that insane. What do you mean, what did they do? What didn't they do? Whose podcast didn't Clips appear on? Whose Twitter account? Did you not see them releasing music videos, tour? They dropped music specifically towards Twitter and then dropped it on YouTube. Did Tiny Desk, did podcast after podcast. Showed up and did shows here, showed up and did shows there, dropped single after single with music video to go along with it, teased features nicely, finally dropped the album, performed at the Vatican. Like, they did everything. Yeah, they went to publications, they spoke to everyone, right, did radio shows. Like, they did literally everything they needed to do this year to have a success story. So I'm not mad at them at all. but I just would say that it's still a traditional rollout in comparison. When I think about my favorite rollouts, I'm also thinking about how many other people were involved too. Like, how excited did the culture at large get for this record when it was, you know what I'm saying, when people were anticipating it. He turned the Instagram caption into an art form, figured out how to make or use memes in rollouts, and mastered the art of the midnight SoundCloud drop, to name just a few examples. I mean, some of these things that, and you're going to see this regularly, when you know of the guy that actually did the thing that the big guy is being credited for, the big guy gets credit for what the smaller guy did, you're always going to be able to trace these things back to their original format. Like, we know figured out how to use memes and rollouts just is not true. Mastered the art of the midnight SoundCloud.
Yeah, what does that mean? He figured out to use memes as rollouts.
Like what? He was ahead of the curve when it came to live streaming too. In 2018, he broke Twitch records by playing Fortnite with Ninja. This he did do. And more recent years, he's gone live with streamers like Aiden Ross, XQC, Cool. I could read all day and all night about how much he does and how much he understands and how much he is studying up and understands the culture that he's in to an extent. At least when it comes to how he's consumed through the internet. It's not led to anything beyond aesthetics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
what you mean?
Like I said, I'm a guy. I like pretty shit too, but you can only pretty up shit so long before the smell starts to come around. When I catch a whiff that you ain't showered, or you know what I'm saying, that you ain't cleaned this shit up in mad long, it's still gonna remind me that this is the same guy.
Yeah.
The disguise in that you're appearing in a different way is cool. You know, the Iceman rollout, I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to think about you presenting yourself in a new fashion. But when I'm listening to the record, I don't hear Iceman. I hear same old Drake. When I hear the record, I don't hear, you know what I'm saying, this new Stone Cold Killer that's got this new mindset that's mowing down everybody in his path. I hear Aubrey Graham. You can appear.
Maybe that's what he's trying to give you right now. He's not trying to give you Stone Cold Killer.
Different as much as you want. I know who you are. I know what you do. I watch murder docs a lot. And as you get invested, you start to try to solve things before you even know where it's headed or what the answers are. Yeah, for entertaining shows typically. For stories that have a narrative, a plot that's interesting to follow. Not when the main character is kind of silently meandering through the world that he's in, being followed by a character that we really don't have any context to or know what it is that you're referencing. But
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Like I don't know if people still say that, you know what I'm saying, art has to be open to the mind of, what am I trying to say? Like, it has to be open for interpretation, right? There has to be a room for you to just like wonder what the fuck is up. You know what I'm saying? And even in that wondering, come up with your own conclusions, maybe theories of what you may think is going on. You know what I mean? I can't really knock Drake that much for leaving people on a cliffhanger. I'm saying, with these clips where he's just like silently meandering through this world and blah blah blah, people who are following him. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, it keeps the element of mystery alive. You know what I mean? And that's suspenseful. And you know, clearly some people are uncomfortable with that kind of suspense. You know what I mean?
When we have greater context beyond the narrative that you're trying to paint about yourself, it makes some of the narrative that's within this story appear to fall flat on his face. Like, there's a gigantic conspiracy within the Iceman rollout that Drake is presenting as just hardcore fact. And then
the fact that, you know, the labels with his battles with the label,
we come out of that conspiracy, we realize, oh shit, no, you're appealing your lawsuit for losing a rap battle.
Yeah, okay.
There's only so much that I can really feed into the show that you're giving me right now, knowing that it's supposed to reference your true life. And when we look at your true life, bam, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? No diss. If the music good, the music good. They had to learn on the fly while making the first episode. The process leading up into it was intense. We lost signal multiple times. Come on, I get you though. I get you. The connection be a killer. The connection be fucked up. With a music video, every frame is controlled. You check every line item, every light, every detail. I mean, they're just kind of detailing what you would do on the set of any music video that you would film, like, ever. And it's not to say that live streaming doesn't come with its own set of complications, especially when you're as big as somebody like Drake and you're putting it on a platform that has 20+ million followers where you've released all your other music as well. But I just feel like creating it as if it's this unique set of problems where, you know, we're doing something revolutionary and what Drake is doing should be written down in history books. I struggle to see it as that big of a difference when you could, again, do it traditionally and kind of receive a warmer reception, I feel like. Because I feel like I'm being misled when you constantly rearrange the way you present yourself, and then it's just the same old guy. And they're not done yet. The Iceman episodes aren't finished. The full story is yet to be told. The finale will be our best work. Is there even a story right now? There's a story, if you want to believe it. It's kind of like going to see a superhero movie, being told, like, when you're walking out of the theater, like, you know that wasn't real, right? That's kind of how I feel about Iceman. I just wish it wasn't supposed to be such a strong parallel to Drake and supposed to be this story you're supposed to take seriously and as reality. But just knowing that you're being gaslit, you know, knowing that you're being forced to try to follow a point of view that isn't accurate, it's gonna leave a sour taste in people's mouths that aren't just diehard Drake fans. You feel what I'm saying? I think there's a much, especially given how many resources and everything he's got access to, I just feel like there's so many other ways that he could have presented this rollout.
Yeah, well, why not consider it this way as an official?